Hello, everyone out there. I'm sure you're all having a nice time. This is another wonderful day, the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. You are all welcome. My name is Fumi Akingbade. I'm the columnist of Sex and Sexuality, Saturday Punch newspaper, and also the presenter of Pillow Talk Show, which we've started on YouTube and Facebook. And we've been having some series. You are all welcome. Every one of you watching, you are all welcome. Please like this page, share it, and also go to every of my websites, media outreaches everywhere for all the other ones we've been having, and also for the ones we've been having over years. We started 2009, 2003 or so. We have a series of them, catalog of them. All we do here is we just answer questions that have been sent to us on Punch newspaper, some of which were not answered, and we just answer them, and some we do a revisiting of those, some that people frequently ask. There are a lot of frequently asked questions on, my wife is not enjoying sex, what should I do? Questions of libidoral differences, how to manage it, and also questions on premature ejaculation, weak erection, erectile dysfunction, quick ejaculation, testosterone issue, prostate issue, obesity, drinking, libido, all sorts. We do answer them. And I've always said here that, if you will excuse me, that we can always reach me on +234 80 345 405 94, +234 80 345 405 94, only on WhatsApp. I take WhatsApp messages and I take WhatsApp call. Don't call me while we are on. And it's a daily series from Monday to Saturday, sometimes Monday to Friday, sometimes, and Monday to Thursday, sometimes. So I need you to be aware of that. And also, please, I need you to tell others, share the page, like it. Information is good. Information is good. The meaning of wisdom is proper application of relevant, adequate knowledge. So today we are going to answer another question by a make-believe name. I call him Boniface. Boniface said, my question is, does this have a cure? Now, he said, I read in a caption, do not lose an erection. Do not lose an erection. But in my own case, most of the erections I have had has been more of a pain, and pain more than a blessing to me. A pain and a curse than a blessing. I'm a sickle cell patient, though well managed, but not sexually active before marriage. So there are three cases here now. I said, do not lose an erection, but that he's been having erection, but instead of the erection being a blessing, it's been a curse for him. Number one. Then number two is a sickle cell patient. That is, we have an issue where the red blood cell is not well shaped, is sickled in shape. Then he said he wasn't sexually active before marriage. So there is a problem of a sickling sickler not being sexually active before marriage, but I've been having some erection that to him isn't a blessing but a curse. Now he said, shortly after my marriage, I started noticing perpetual erection. Perpetual erection. Erection is on every time. That takes days to subside. immediately after an ejaculation. This eventually led to my wife leaving me to carry my cross. My question is, does this have a cure? Now, let's look at the scenario here. This person hasn't been sexually active before marriage, because if she's been sexually, if he's been sexually active before marriage, he will understand what is wrong with him. After each ejaculation, he has a perpetual erection that takes days to subside. An ejaculation occurs when you are about to get into orgasm. Maybe he has not had any sexual relationship or has not had that experience. Why single? Number one. Number two, is a sickler. A sickler had issue with their red blood cell. The red blood cell, instead of it being a round circle like a donut, like a donut that has a tiny inner and a bigger edge, his own red blood cell is sickle in shape, just like a third part of a moon, a sickle shape. So he said, can he have a cure? And after marriage, because of the experience, his wife left him. I'm so sorry. It's a shame. But now let's read the answer sent to this Mr. Boniface. Now, I said the medical term for this condition is called priapism. Priapism, commonly called a permanent erection, or an erection that won't go away within hours. In fact, after 4 hours of you being on, having an add-on, whatever drug you've used, whatever watermelon level you've drank, you've taken dates, you've taken garlic, you've taken a ripe plantain, you've taken beetroots, you've taken all the things I've been, saying we should take naturally. However much you've taken that, or some of us take all those enhancers, however much of these ones you've taken, at least within 4 hours, whatever form of erection, enhancers, or ejaculation, or staying on power enhancers you've taken should at least subside after 4 hours. Now, when it doesn't subside, and it's, of course, even if you don't have priapism, the fact that if you have a continuous erection which is not subsiding, it's painful, because like I explained earlier on some of the series we have, the penis erection is a surging in of blood flow and trapping in of blood by the tissue of the penis, the trapping in of the. So when the hollows inside the tissue of the penis trapped in this blood, there's just an erection. So it's an overbloating, just like you overblow a balloon, overbloating of the tiny holes inside the tissue of the penis. At a particular time, there should be a level when the arousal goes down. Of course, there are a lot of chemical hormonal interplays, a lot of things going on. It will stop. There's a mechanism going on. It should stop, and the blood flows back to the bloodstream. If it doesn't, after some particular time, you feel the pain. You feel the pain. Now, he is not only having that, he has that for days, maybe a day, 2 days, 3 days. It's called priapism. It's just where there is a permanent erection, or an erection that won't go down after 4 hours. Now, in priapism, blood becomes trapped in the penis and cannot flow out. This is a medical condition. We said in erection, there is a lot of interplay mechanism. Blood flows into the tissue of the penis and got trapped to give it direction. Then you go in and out, in and out. Then when you're done, you ejaculate because you get into orgasm, the highest level of that trapping and that erection. Then you go flaccid back. But the issue with priapism is that when the blood traps in, the blood doesn't come out again. It takes hours, it takes days. And it's not only painful, it's not only physiologically harmful, it's psychologically demoralizing. So, and it's emotionally draining. This is called priapism. It's actually a medical condition. But you see, I need us to know as single men, some of us were like, I don't want to have sexual relationship before marriage. But if you don't want to, which is very good, kudos, and I doffed my cap. But then, how do I know if I'm having priapism? If you are a sickler, there is an indication you may have priapism. Because we said the red blood cell ideally did not take the ideal shape. It goes taking a sickle shape. And what happened during why sickle cell people have this sickler episode is hello moto. So sorry, please, you cannot call me why. Sorry, you cannot call me why the broadcast is on. Please call me when I'm done. Now, we said in priapism with sickler, what happened is that normally the capillary of the artery, the capillary, the arterioles, the arteries, and the aorta, they are all chains of artery that carries blood that adds oxygen, and through the capillaries, this oxygenated blood goes to give the tissue of the body nutrients and all whatnot. Now, the red blood cell, because it's round in shape, easily goes through the holes of the capillary to supply oxygen and everything that it carries to give the tissue of the body. But with sickle shape, because it's sickled in shape, it doesn't go through easily through the walls of the capillary. So it gets stuck. It gets stuck. Just gets stuck. Just as if you want to put a thing bigger than this, my hand, in a sickle shape, it will get hanged. It gets stuck. So when it gets stuck that way, and we have, I think, millions of red blood cells going through our system. I mean, millions die in 120 days, something like that. I'm trying to remember the actual figure. So we produce millions within 120 days, and we millions are destroyed within 120 days. And when this one gets stuck, there will be pain, there will be crisis. All this, the stocking of this sickled red blood cell leads to crisis. Now, the same thing goes on during erection. The blood surges to the tissue of the penis, and instead of the blood to freely flow to those hollows of the penis through the capillaries, it gets stuck. And so when they are trapped in, the blood don't come back, and they are not, they have this continuous erection. Now, in most cases, two things have been discovered to be the cure: either a miracle or a surgery. Miracle is like, you just believe God. This will not be. This is an affliction. The scripture says affliction will not arise again the second time. God, I need an intervention. I need a divine intervention. I need you to take care of this. And I tell you, I've seen miracles. But if you don't have the faith for such, you have to go through surgery. Sometimes there are some injections. If it's not as bad, there are bad cases that it has just to be surgery. Sometimes there are injections that they have to inject you on the shaft of the penis to just make sure the pain is off and everything. But the primary cause in most cases is because you are a sickle cell carrier. So that I want us to know that. And if you can, now, if you can look for how you can help pray and help yourself against this sickler issue, you can be assured that this will be rectified. Medications can, and some medications also can cause priapism. There are, for example, some antidepressants, they can cause priapism, but this is not a continuous regular affair. Then some anticoagulants that can cause priapism. Antipsychotic drugs, some drugs against mental issue, they can also cause priapism. Priapism is not only painful, it's potentially harmful. And like I said, two conditions are two areas where it could be treated is by surgery or miracle. Then be mindful of the drugs you take. Some prescription anticoagulants, antidepressants, then antipsychotics. Ask the doctor or go look at the write up, the write up. Know what is made up of, so that can this lead to priapism? Because some of these drugs are just why some of our men are having priapism, even because he said his sickling state has been well managed. If as a sickler, the sickling has been well managed, maybe how about the drugs? How about the anticoagulant? How about all those ones? Let's look into them. Now, there's another question here. I think this will be what I will do for the day. And like I said, my name is Funmi Akingbade. I'm the columnist of Sex and Sexuality Saturday Punch newspaper. And we are tackling a lot of questions that probably we didn't have time, no space to tackle in Punch newspaper. Just give me a call, go to my website, go to my Twitter, go to my page, like the page, friend it, and don't only friend me, don't only follow me, click it in so that when I'm on, you just get an alert that I'm on. And then the number to call me on only on WhatsApp is +23480 345 Now let's look at this other question. I have lost potential spouse. This, let's read and know if it's from a man or a woman. Hi, Funmi. Hi. I have been so unfortunate with marriage, all because my mouth smelled badly. In fact, I've lost potential spouse. Good women who really, okay, this from a man who really are ready to marry me if I can get a lasting solution to my bad breath. They all run away because my mouth does not only smell, it stinks. One was bold enough to tell me that it actually only stinks both in the midnight, even immediately after I brush my mouth. Let me just say this. The way we brush our mouth matters. When you're brushing your mouth, brush your tongue and make sure you do it regularly. Realize that a lot. Take a lot of lime and lemon. Use them, lime or lemon with bicarbonate of soda, baking soda. Use it. It helps. Number one, lime, lemon on baking soda by baking soda or bicarbonate of. I'm trying to. The thing just got stuck. Baking soda with lime and lemon helps. Number one. Then I need us to know that this is our charcoal, at the end product of burnt wood, as in like burnt wood from the bush that you set the bush ablaze. You want to cultivate the charcoal there. Just go and grind it properly and use a local chewing stick and brush every nook and cranny of your gum. And use salt water or baking soda in water and gargle very well. Make sure you did very well. It's amazing, but it works. I want us to know. Then another thing is, sometimes even when you've done all this, ask yourself, maybe you notice some pain or it's always coming out with blood. Go and do some lab tests or whatever. Most of the time, even after we've done all this, cancer of the gum makes the mouth to stink. Regardless of whatever you have used, it makes the mouth to stink. Now, let me quickly answer this last question, then we'll call it a day for today. Now, I'm bored and I'm worried. Now, this is from a woman, Mrs. Make Believe Labington. My husband's idea of foreplay and sex is taking off his clothes and lying in bed. He barely touched my breast, and I have to be on top of him every time. He won't discuss trying anything different. I don't know what else to do. If I want to have sex, it's either his way or no way. Now, I find this so boring and it bothers me. Now, this is typical of many men that don't want to learn, typical of many men that are rigid, typical of many men that, feels sorry for the quotation that their wife they are elevated house help. That all their wife needs to do is to only please them. I want us to know that everything is changing. The world is changing. We are in a new era. Every man and woman are sexual beings. We all have our sexual organs. We all have our sexual hormones. We all have sexual libidoral tags. There's a libidoral tag of a man. There's a libidoral tag of a woman. So don't only think that it's more or less a duty for your wife to be the only one that will initiate sex or that will do the foreplay and every other thing. And when you always want the woman to be on top, it's not a bad idea. But my question is, if you only want the woman to always be on top, are you that fat or massive that if you're on top of your wife, she's going to pass out? Now, if that is not the case, then variety is a rule of the game. In fact, variety spices up sex life. Have sex while she's on top of you. Have sex while you're on top of her. Have sex in sitting up position. Have sex in standing up position. Use the edge of the bed. Use the edge of the chair. Use the edge of the table. Have sex in the bathroom. Have sex in the absence. Let there be variety. Variety is a spice of life. And the only thing that does not change on us is change itself. So change itself should be. And I don't want us to be rigid as men. It must be my way. And if it's not my way, it can be. Your wife may go and be prostituting. I mean, let me be clear about that. Many times, women do it better when they want to deceive and they want to prostitute or they want to cheat on you and have a side guy. They do it better than men. And I'm in this issue. I know women have side chick and they can be smart, but I want to tell you that women may be smarter. So please listen to her. And one of the things that arouse him, that make marriages work very well, sexual relationship in marriage works very well, is the act of good communication, heartfelt communication. And before sex, communicate your ideals, your fantasy. Before sex, let's also communicate, or even when sex is not in view. You guys can communicate. I want this sexually. I want that sexually. I have this fantasy. What would I do to make sex more enjoyable, pleasurable for you? You are the only one that is sexually entitled to sexually satisfy her. So if you don't want her to go out, if you don't want her to just close you up, then let's have a board meeting, sexual board meeting. Sit down. Let there be a table for two. Honey, how am I doing it all? When she wants to talk to you, don't close up. Don't close up. You are old school in that area. Sex has taken a lot of advances between married couple, that if you stay rigid to this one, you're losing out, and you're losing out on your wife. And when a woman is not sexually satisfied, she doesn't bring her best for you. And because I don't only know that sex enhances a woman, like for instance, sucking her breast every time, it would prevent her from having cancer of the breast, which is true, medically firm and stamped and sealed. Besides that, even if she has gone to menopause, the estrogen and progesterone, if she has not gone to menopause, enhances her make her blossom. She look younger, she look better, she look more attentive to you. And besides, even if she has entered into menopause, the unity of sex, the oneness that sex produces makes that woman to be the best for you. She will just lay her life down for you. Because it's rare for women to be complaining. This complaint is either seen more from men. For a woman to be complaining is either, if it's not your way, you don't have sex. No, I don't think This is happening in this our age. So I want you, the man there, to buckle up. The ball is in your court, but buckle up. So try to make it spicy. Try to do, you don't need to take her out. You don't need to take her to go and spend so much. Even in your bedroom, you can create another bedroom in your pantry. You can create another bedroom in your closet. Just make sure that whatever it is, when she's thinking, whoa, the one we had last time, man, this is out of space. I really want to repeat. Do anything like that. And I always tell men that amazingly, God is interested in sex between you and your wife. You can tell God, I don't even know what to do. And I'm just hiding under this under this canopy. I really don't know what to do. Can you please give me an idea? Amazingly, God will give you an idea to help your wife. So today we are going to go for today. It's been a wonderful time. It's called Pillow Talk Show for between husband and wife. We just trash questions that have been posted to us that have not been able to answer them. I have over 2 million questions here. And the most frequently asked is all this issue about premature weak erection, erectile dysfunction. We are trying to do the best and we've been discovering some things, but tomorrow is another day. And before I go, the number to WhatsApp me is +2348034540594. Until tomorrow, I still remain your one and only bedroom instructor. My name is Fumi Akingbade. Bye for now. And before I go, finally, I want you to know that Jesus is Lord. And if you have any problem in your marriage, take it to him in prayers. He does wonders. And your marriage will not fail. Your marriage will not fall. For now, from me, it's au revoir. Bye for now.